Hello everyone, hello students. We have completed half of the workshop in our second session. Here, welcome again in third session. In this session, we are going to solve that remaining question from our textbook. Look at that first question. Let's talk. The Maharaja was a wise man and ordered the cook to use the vegetable scrap instead of the throwing them away. So here Maharaja once ordered the cook to use the vegetable scrap instead throwing them away. So you have to answer these questions given below. Name some of the things which are thrown away at your home or in a school. You have to mention the things which are thrown away at your home or in a school. Here I have made an answer for you. Look at that. We will throw or we may throw scrap papers from the school, seeds from fruits and vegetables, and also newspapers, and the few things which are thrown away from home or in a school, and many more things you may mention in your answer as per your experience. Okay, so look at that next question. Sit in groups of four and think of interesting ways in which they can be made useful. Here you have to do activity. Look at that. Sit in groups of four and think of interesting ways in which they can be made useful. You can collect some waste material or things and made a useful thing from them. So here again I have made the answer for you. Look at that. Second answer. Scrap paper can be used to make notes and sketches. You can use your scrap papers to make some notes and sketches. Huh? Look at that next thing. Newspapers can be used to make book covers. So like that you can do this activity also. Newspapers can be used to make book covers. Look at that. Seeds from fruits and vegetables can be used to grow new plants. You can preserve that rare species of fruits and seeds and vegetables and use them to grow in new plants. Okay, like that you can use that throwing things or that unusable things, and you can make them use again in a proper way. Okay, so look at that next question. Put your findings on the class board. You can find out your findings and interesting things, and you will show me when our school starts again. Okay, no problem. Look at that next question. Word building. Word building. Pair work. First question. Some words have more than one meaning. Some words have more than one meaning. Look at that example. Point. Point has more than one meaning. If it used as a noun, it means like that. Look at that. A dot in a print or writing, it means also point. Full stop, it also means like a point. Decimal, we use in place of decimal, it is also point. The number you score in a game, suppose you are playing one of the game, and when you count that your points means that is meaning of point. Okay, the numbers. So look at that. If you use it as a verb, then it show or call attention to something. It means you have to point out the your weaknesses, like that. So point here means to show or to call attention to something, like that. You have to use that a single word which have the more than one meaning in a different sentences, and you have to find out the meaning of the given words. Look at that. Here 5 words are given for you. Look up the following words in the dictionary. Look up the following words in the dictionary. They may have more than one meaning. List these meanings. You have to find out the meaning through the dictionary. Here I am going to help you. for the finding out their meanings. Okay, let's see what are the meaning of the following question and what are the meaning of these following words. Okay, look at that. Answers for you. Answer first, ground meaning as a noun. What is mean by ground? It is the solid part of the earth's surface. Ground means what? The solid part of earth's surface. Or if you use that ground as a verb, then to reduce to fine particles, it means it is like past tense of the verb grind. Grind means we make a fine particles of any solid substance, that is like grind. Grind turns into ground, to reduce to fine particles. Okay, here I have made some sentences by using this word. Sachin plays on the ground. Look at that. Here ground means what? The solid part of the earth. Then as a verb, if you use it, look at that sentence. To make wheat edible, to make wheat edible, we have ground neatly. We have to ground it neatly. Like that you can make your own sentences also. Look at that next word. Survey. What is mean by survey? Survey means a short summary. Survey means a short summary. If you use that as a verb, then to look over carefully. The another meaning of survey is to look over carefully. Here some sentences are there. Look at that. Some examples that I have given to you. As a noun, show me survey of people means short summary. Okay, look at that next sentence. As a verb, players survey the ground before playing, means here survey comes at a survey comes as a verb. Okay, players survey the ground before playing, like that. Look at that third word, scrap. Meanings, third word is a scrap, and meaning if it is comes as a noun, waste material to throw. Scrap means what? Waste material to throw. Okay, look at that. If it comes as a verb, then to dispose or throw the waste material. To dispose or throw the waste material. So here I use it in a noun, in a sentence as a noun. Throw the scrap out of the city. Throw the scrap out of the city. Here the scrap means here it comes as a noun. Okay, look at that next thing. If you use it as a verb, then please scrap that unwanted material. It comes as a verb in this given sentence. Okay, like this you also can make that sentences by your own. Look at that next word, sternly. What is the meaning of sternly? Sternly means strict. If it used as a noun, it means strict, and if you use it as a verb, then severely simple. Look at that sentences, they can then you will get an idea about meaning of sternly. As a noun, Alex looks stern. Alex looked stern. Then if you use it as a verb, then this isn't a laughing matter. This isn't laughing matter, students, principal said sternly. It means here it is used as a verb. Okay, look at that, tempting. New word, tempting. Tempting means as a noun, highly attractive, and as a verb, to invite or to attract. To invite or to attract. Now here I have made a use of it. Noun, only his idea of tempting her with a fine house hadn't worked. Means tempting her, here it comes as a noun. Again look at that word in as a verb. It was tempting to unite the twine from her waist and wander a little further. Here it is used as a verb. It was tempting, means here continuous past tense is there, so it acts like a verb. Okay, so here these questions ends, but we will look after for next question. Look at that on the next page. Make new words by adding, dropping a few letters from the root word. Some are done for you. Okay, it means here you want to add suffixes for some words and make a meaningful word. Okay, let's see. Words are given to you in the first column, that are pound, try, large, new, tasty, wise, stare and clean. Okay, so we will make the answer for it. Let's see here. Look at that. Look at that word pound. If you added suffix ed to it, then it will become like pounded. It will become pounding when you add ing suffix. Then you cannot add this er, because pounder is not a word found by adding suffix er or est. Okay, so again look at that. Try, if you add ed, then it became tried, then it became trying when you add ing, but it will not form the word trier or triest like that. Here large, you cannot form it by adding ed. Larger, it cannot happen like that. Larging, it also not form, but if you add er to it, it became larger, and if you add suffix est, then it will become largest. Large, larger, largest. Here forms of degrees are given to you, means large, larger and largest. Look at that next word. New, nude will not form like that. Then newing is also not formed like that. Then newer and newest is there. Then again look that word tasty. It will take all that suffixes ed, ing, er and est. Tasty became tasted, testing, tastier and tastiest. Okay, so here tasty, you may add all that suffixes and make it meaningful word. Again look at that word wise. Wise, it will not become wise by adding ed suffix. Wising also will not be that wising, and it will become like wiser and wisest by adding er and est suffixes to it. Then stare, yes, by giving it ed suffix, then it became stared and staring also, but it will not become like that starer, starest. Okay, so look at that next word. Clean, cleaned, cleaning, cleaner and cleanest. Here also like tasty, the clean word, we will make the all words meaningful words by adding all these suffixes to it. Okay, then look at that words. Next question. Do any of these words use all of 4 endings? Yes, use of all 4 endings are done only by 2 words, and that is only clean and tasty. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Find out that next one. Find out, name food that is made in your home. You have to name some food items. We have learned in this lesson about the wonderful waste and the food item avial, famous in Kerala. So look at that. You have to answer these questions. For a feast and festival, which food items your mother made in your house? Okay, here look at that boy eating some food items, tasty things. Okay, so tell me which food items made in your home by your mother for a feast or festival. Again, I will give you some sample answers to you. Look at that answers. Name food that is made in your home for a feast and festival. That is dosa and sambar. Okay, dosa, sambar, idli. You can make it. Then, when you are unwell, when you are unwell means not feeling well, illness is there, then maybe your mother will cook boiled rice or vegetables, boiled vegetables. Huh? Look at that next thing. Every day, which food item is made by your mother at your home every day? That is roti and green vegetables. These answers are only sample answers for you. You can write the answer by your own experiences. Okay, look at that next question. Avial is a dish made in Kerala. Avial is a dish made in Kerala. Here, do you have a similar dish in your state made from a mix of many vegetables? As we learned before, avial is a dish made by mixing of several vegetables together, putting some coconut oil in it, also putting some curd in it. Okay, so like that, which dish is popular in your state? Do you have any idea? And what is the name of that dish? Do you know the ingredients used to make it? Write down the recipe of it, and present attractively and display on the class board if you can. Okay, so you can draw the and stick pictures too. Then here we will start our first question. What is it called? Which dish is made in your state by the various people? Okay, let's see. I have given you answer for as a sample answer. Look at that. Here the dish is called as pav bhaji. I think you all aware of it. Pav bhaji is also made by many people in many hotels also by mixing different vegetables. So here the next question is, note down the ingredients used to make it. What are the ingredients used in it? Okay, look at that. First of all, we have to boil all the vegetables. Means here potato, coriander, then peas, then carrot, bell pepper, tomato, etc. are the ingredients for it. What is the recipe of it? We have to first of all boil all the vegetables in a pressure cooker. We have to boil all the vegetables in a pressure cooker. Okay, then put all the boiled vegetables in a pan and then pour a little amount of water and keep stirring it for few minutes. Then you can then add green chilies and a pinch of salt according to your taste. Add pav bhaji masala in it and smash it properly, and then look at that delicious picture of pav bhaji. It's so mouth watering to you. I hope you like it. You may try it at your home in the presence of your parents. Okay, students. So here our all question ends and our session is going to be end. You can solve your all questions in your notebook. Okay, thank you for hearing me. Thank you so much.